everyone. Happy Tuesday evening. I am on full dad patrol here, so I've got 3 kids the last couple days, so I am all my extra time's getting eaten up with kid duty. But I was able to get to a couple pretty good articles today. One from Rand Fishkin, who used to run Moz.com and now is starting SparkToro, which looks like an interesting play as well. I've always been a fan of Rand. And it has to do with minimum viable products and that users hate them. And then also one from Chicago Booth Review of forget about the technology, go solve a problem. And it's really interesting that in 2019, we are starting to talk about stop being minimal and actually adding value. To me, this is saying that we've hit a saturation point of mediocre products in the market. And one of the interesting things that Rand points out here is that if you're a brand new startup, you can actually, launch with a minimum viable product and iterate on it. What he talks through in this article is that as Moz, they were unable to because they had a large enough user base. So it was an interesting thought process as we have clients that are both, enterprise and startup, and how they approach the model. And sometimes the startups seem to move a little too hastily, and the enterprise seems to move a little too cautiously. So it was just a good article. I'll link in the video notes below for both these articles. And the Chicago Booth Review was a little bit dry, but I think on the nose, again, you need to validate the problem and not care about the technology. Again, something I didn't think we, had to blog about at this level in 2019, but evidently we do, which for me is a positive thing, mainly because the software that we're looking to push out is in this space. So I guess that's a reinforcement that there's still a need for what we're trying to do. A couple other small things from today. We had a lot of good customer interviews. We worked with some potential clients today in the consulting space, and it's opened up some opportunities to be able to do some consulting that our app would typically do and really work them in our process. So I'm trying to figure out a balance between, what the value is and what the price should be today. Because we can certainly work them through the model in a consulting role. We've thrown a couple other pieces into and out of our marketing strategy. We threw an AppSumo at one point. I can't remember if that was a couple days ago or not. That seems like just a stupid idea at this point. I don't see us being able to really perform on that well. Product Hunt still feels like a little bit of a stretch. The Sioux Falls tour, we are stretching out into Q1. But the thing that we're working on right now is next Wednesday, I have a keynote. Not a keynote, but it's a presentation at a tech conference here in town. And so I'm going to be putting that together into a slide deck, which I think will translate well into other opportunities for us. I'm not sure where that's going to go yet, but we'll see. And then finally, we are signing up for Floxy under the agency plan so that we can try out their design and their web dev team and kind of see how they compare to ManyPixels. So that's it. 9:00 Tuesday night. I'm spent. That's been our day. We've done a lot on the agency side, not a whole lot on the app side. So I'm hoping tomorrow, Wednesday, we can really dive into this and hit it hard. So yeah, that's Tuesday. Not much to show, but we'll get them tomorrow. Good night, everyone.